Welcome.
Okay, hello everyone, says every cat. Ray.
Or
Because,
every pony.
yeah, like that. This is Willight Robinbine, and next to me is,
Fan fiction reading.
Noah Angel Wings.
Yep.
And, this is my very first time doing Warrior Cat.
Don't know what Warrior Cats is, just go on Google and type in either Warrior Cats or Area Hunter. It has a site where you can look at it.
And tonight we'll be reading
Warriors, Volume 1.
from the prologue to chapter 4.
Share the screen onto from this computer to you.
Okay, we're back.
Yep.
Hollyleaf Challenge by Inline Show and fanfiction.net.
Cat breaks the code to its core. Hollyleaf is furious. On the forefront of her mind is the thought that her children can fix the plans, and she waits the day when they return. For her children, and death. No end in sight. Original story by Stormy Cat.
Yep. Here we.
She sat alone in the den as the rain poured outside. Anger and hatred burning through each of her veins. Running through, helping her hide her two kids, whose tiny bodies cooled in the wind of the storms outside. The memory of the night's gathering is still fresh in her mind, even the events. Crow Feather and Leaf broke the warrior code, she thought to herself, wrapping her tail around her cold kids to protect them. It's cold, cruel. It disgusts me. Maybe these two can bring the warrior code back to the clans, to its rightful position. She remembered her brothers yelling at her when she went into the tunnels, her name being shouted by those she didn't know. Hollyleaf. For Hollyleaf, surviving the tunnel collapse was easy. Being small and fast gave her enough time to move past the tumbling rocks until where the river had been flowing steadily. Hollyleaf made herself a vow that day, to restore the clans to its warrior code, and it was done. Then she fell in love. But the relationship seemed to have ended, because her mate hadn't come back in days. A little voice in Hollyleaf's head told her, name them. One day, they would enter the clans for me. And that day isn't too far off. Of code. I'll give them strict guidelines to follow. Hollyleaf looked at the first kit, a small gray tom with a white forepaw. Two kit. She was bringing the kid's ear. Then Hollyleaf looked at the second kit. A black tom with very faint gray stripes. You whispered to the darker kit. One day, will both make me proud. The warrior code will be restored to the clans, and when it does, I will crow for them myself. They don't deserve to have kids. They never have. Hollyleaf felt sadness well, but the anger in her was too much that Hollyleaf couldn't help but want to kill Leaf Pool. I already tried once. Hollyleaf thought to herself, to eat. Then she remembered killing Ashfur, the one who would have originally exposed the entire truth of the gathering. Ashfur was useless. The truth was exposed at the right time. The time I exposed it. And she couldn't help but want. Maybe she never would. Wrapping her tail around Dude Kit and Dark Kit, she closed her eyes, hoping the storm would end soon. Which was high as minutes, Holly thought, tightening her hold on her kits. I control that storm. And this is the
I'm actually quite surprised I'm able to rewrite for this. That's Stormcat for that. I'll be posting sorry, thank you, Stormcat, for letting me rewrite this. I'm definitely going to have a lot of fun with this.
Alright, let's go to the first chapter.
Chapter 1.
Chapter 1. Darkest, from this moment on, until you receive your warrior name, will be known as Darkpaw. Hollyleaf meowed, sitting upon a low branch, looking down at her two kids. They were outside the den. They were outside the den, only about a few fox lengths away. Hang down, Darkpaw gave a nod, excitement flaring in his chest. For the past 6 moons, Hollyleaf would teach her kids something new. Hunting, which would benefit their survival. Two kids, from this moment on, to receive your warrior name, you know as Dewpaw. Dewpaw nodded, and Darkpaw felt a little taller next to her brother. Though Hollyleaf knew that Dewpaw was both Hollyleaf pretty small, but it didn't seem to affect him too much. Darkpaw's paws itched to explore more of the territory. She would do. They had never wanted far from it again. As Hollyleaf wanted them to be able to escape a safe place, just in case they were attacked by a fox rogue. Dewpaw, Hollyleaf yelled, turning to Darkpaw's brother. I want you to do for the Darkpaw territory. You know where to get some prey near there. Hollyleaf's green eyes gleamed, looking proudly down at Dewpaw. Also, elders first, so don't eat. Although there are no elders and I am no longer a queen, don't eat until we get back. Once I finish showing Darkpaw the territory, prey you catch. Dewpaw let out another mouth, still being quiet. They leave the forest. The ears were already prepared for the sounds of prey. They were already sniffing the ground for the family. Darkpaw watched Dewpaw leave, the small gray tom disappearing in the undergrowth. Let's go, Darkpaw, Hollyleaf meowed. Jumping down from the she had sat upon to give the apprentice ceremony. Time to actually show you the territory. Darkpaw leaped to his paws silently. The entire territory Hollyleaf claimed. The Dark Apprentice felt ready to actually explore farther than Hollyleaf had originally permitted him to go. Bushes, and Darkpaw followed contentedly. They began to jump over fallen logs and go through the forest for what had seemed like a long time. Stopped. Hollyleaf explained quite a few years ago that this was a procedure for to show Darkpaw and Dewpaw the territory when they became apprentices. Although Dewpaw hadn't seemed to care about Hollyleaf's desire to keep the warrior code that they were being taught. Darkpaw did. He didn't want to let his own mother down for any reason. If Eric found out she killed someone, he would follow. He wanted to be loyal. Darkpaw stopped behind Hollyleaf and looked on the ground. And Darkpaw wondered why Hollyleaf was stuck with such a single scratch in the earth. See this mark? Hollyleaf asked Darkpaw, who nodded. This shows the extent of our territory, and any cats who cross these lines and are scent markers will be warned. Holly's green eyes turned dark for a moment. Pause. They don't we? We protect our territory with everything we have. Darkpaw watched with fascination, and Hollyleaf left a scent marker. Do it. When we get to the next scratch, we'll leave your own scent marker. Scent will let opposing rows and lowers that this is our territory not to cross it. Darkpaw followed his mother again, heading left of the first cluster.
She definitely wants to defend this territory.
Darkpaw thought. Holly let him do his own scent marker. When he was done, they kept traveling. Then his mother took a turn towards the center of the territory. She wondered what she was going to show him this time. Darkpaw followed closely. After a few heartbeats, 2 dark cats entered a small clearing. Holly's eyes caught on Darkpaw, and he felt he was going to be the center of attention for whatever's going to happen next. Holly turned her body towards him. This is where we are going. And petals, Holly meowed. A small, challenging gleam entered her eye, and the wind began to pick up. I want you to attack me.
Too small house.
Darkpaw assessed the situation. If Holly wanted an attacker, he was going to attack without knowing what he was.
But I'll have a touch. My first take a nipper from behind.
Darkpaw decided. Waiting. Hollyleaf challenged. Hollyleaf stepped aside again.
Good.
Darkpaw thought, turning around and nipping Hollyleaf's hind leg. You could tell Hollyleaf was surprised. Darkpaw lifted his paw and tripped up Hollyleaf. Hollyleaf rolled to get back to her paws. And she quickly rolled Darkpaw onto his back. And she kept her paw on his Hollyleaf meowed. Her small telling Darkpaw that this was definitely a good thing. That's good. Wouldn't you be fast to keep living in this world? Darkpaw, letting him get up. But being fast doesn't mean you're necessarily strong, Hollyleaf continued. Darkpaw felt a little disappointed. Seemed to have noticed. Don't worry, she smiled towards him. I'll make you strong one day. You and Dubov will be the strongest warriors. Hollyleaf. She purposely turned away, and she mumbled something that Darkpaw didn't catch.
It's probably nothing.
Darkpaw thought to himself. Oh, a small sigh.
Orders, it'll be best for me in our warrior code that we live by.
Holly flicked her tail to let Darkpaw know that to follow her. He did so. Awfully quiet, Holly commented to Darkpaw. Something wrong? Darkpaw shook his head and decided not to.
You just taught Dupont and me that silence can keep us alive.
His mother nodded, and Darkpaw felt a little. It's not like he has problems. Just for that, for some reason, he didn't feel comfortable. Shaking the feeling away, he felt his mother glanced at him, and then meowed. We're almost back. It didn't take long to get back to the den entrance, where Darkpaw noticed a small pile of fresh countered entrance. A few blocks lengths away, in the pile of prey he had got. Darkpaw could hear Dupaw's stomach growling with hunger. Holly said, Darkpaw, you'll eat first. I'll go talk to Dupont real quick and join you to eat. Darkpaw nodded and grabbed a piece of prey. And began to watch Dupont and Holly's conversation, but they had already started to come back towards him, each picking a piece of prey. There's still enough left over for another meal.
Really did. Nice job.
Darkpaw thought, still eating. Looking over to Holly, he realized she was reminiscing and this happened quite often, especially lately. He looked over to Dupont, who was eating the mouse he had caught quickly, trying to satisfy his hunger.
Better than Dupont everything.
Darkpaw thought to himself, silently chuckling.
No, that I can't be better than my brother.
Dupont had lost his prey and buried his bones at the edge of the clearing when Holly mentioned him to come over. He went over to the black she-cat, wondering what she wanted. Follow me. Holly patted away, and Dupont followed. He looked small to his mother. That's because I am, Dupont thought to himself, feeling a little angry at his small size bill. Holly had brought Dupont to the training grounds that she had brought Darkpaw earlier. Dupont could smell Darkpaw's fresh scent. Realized the two had sent Holly found attacking. Without thinking, Dupont was straight for his first attack. He kept his claws unsheathed. As him, Dupont reached out his claws, striking Holly's shoulder. Holly turned towards Dupont, but all she had to do was laugh. Dupont had landed a small. His entire pelt was completely wet now. Dang, Dupont should have put the most of the water off and cut out of the strong stream, irritating and cold. The wind was still picking up and making him colder. Shivering, he looked at Hollyleaf, still feeling proud he was able to hit Holly before embarrassingly landing in the water. No, from where I used to live, Clan Cold River Clan had the best swimmers. I'll have to teach you and Darkpaw how to swim in. But this stream isn't big enough, Dupont protested, wondering where else Holly would teach him how to swim. Maybe for Darkpaw, Holly meowed. He joked about Dupont's small size. Dupont scoffed. Ha! Ha! Very funny, he retorted. Holly chuckled. Seriously, she meowed, giving her a smile. There's a river I had to cross just beyond our territory, he explained. I'll teach you to swim over there. I looked at Holly's shoulder, which was bleeding. Are you okay? He asked Hollyleaf. She looked at her shoulder and laughed. I'm heard after a couple heartbeats. Because it hurt too much. Darkpaw didn't have to draw blood during our training session. Dewpaw felt a little proud of himself. And then he looked at Dewpaw and noticed the blood on him when he scratched his Hollyleaf. That's red, Dewpaw thought to himself. It looks kind of like the blood of my prey, he mumbled. What was that? Hollyleaf asked, looking at Dewpaw. Then he pawed back down after examining it. Dewpaw looked at Hollyleaf. Nothing. Speaking to myself, Dewpaw wondered if Holly could hear him, though. And she did have pretty sharp hearing. Dewpaw rarely got what he was saying anything. All Holly said was, all right, I won't press. She began to pad away. I'll show you the territory, like I did with Darkpaw. It didn't take long for Holly. Dewpaw was a little confused about the claw marks at first, just like Darkpaw was. But after getting an explanation, it made sense to him now. But Holly wasn't looking. He'd look at his white paw. Often thought about what he did to Hollyleaf. Then, when they returned to the den, Holly grabbed the room. Dewpaw sat next to Darkpaw at the edge of the clearing, and Holly sat on a small branch she ignored. The sky was darker and darker as the heartbeats passed. Dewpaw slipped the leaf away with his paw, which was white now.
You have the injured Hollyleaf? Holly, sorry.
Darkpaw meowed, sounding somewhat surprised. Then
What you did?
Darkpaw meowed, and moved back towards the sky. Yeah, I heard you didn't even draw blood. Dewpaw meowed. Embarrassed, and Dewpaw meowed. It's fine. Besides, you're probably going to be better at fighting than I will. I'm small. Well, what can I do? Dewpaw flaring yellow eyes.
You can do so much!
He protested.
You're small, so you're less of a target for a point to hit. You don't have to be fast and deadly.
Dewpaw sighed, and decided to ignore Darkpaw. Start showing that it was bad to draw blood from a cat he knew. When he loved. He was the first to go into the den, and into his own nest for sleep in the night. The sleep didn't come easy. So Hollyleaf and Darkpaw came in for the night. The moon was already high in the sky, and Dewpaw's dreams were filled with a horrific feeling of pain. Dewpaw woke in the middle of the night with fear gripping at him. An image of his mind stood out among his dreams. A great tom flowing blood loosely trailing behind him. And a question entered Dewpaw's mind. Going to kill?
So this will probably be the shortest chapter in the story, as I like to keep each chapter above 2,700 words, and I didn't make it the last chapters. Right? Right? Sorry. Next, chapter 2.
Dewpaw sat in the den with Hollyleaf and Darkpaw, which each was eating their prey for the morning. And how to hunt rabbits and catch fish for this day's training. Only 2 moons had passed since Dewpaw became an apprentice along with his brother Darkpaw. Our clan would never be in his life. It was only him, his brother, and his mother. That wasn't a clan. This is a family. I looked at the future. Dewpaw ate the last of his mouse, loved his family. Darkpaw seemed a little bit off. That was pretty normal lately. Anything was wrong, but his reply was that he was fine. Although he didn't believe his brother. Dewpaw dropped the subject. At least he respected his own brother. Hollyleaf asked, looking at Dewpaw, and then shifting the green gaze over to Darkpaw. Dewpaw nodded, standing up, while Darkpaw stood as well. Enthusiasm. Since it's raining today, Hollyleaf started, I thought it might be nice to take you guys and shot on fish. I hate water, flicking his tail in annoyance. He followed Hollyleaf into the rain. Darkpaw was right behind him. Time was affecting the 3 cats himself. Felt tense, dangerous. And Dewpaw was reluctant on asking any questions as they undergrowth. It was wet. Dewpaw could feel his pup begin weighing down. It actually became an effort to keep following Hollyleaf, even past the scent Which wasn't that far, considering they didn't need much territory to support themselves. By midday, Duval Hollyleaf, her pure black, long-furred pelt was sagging down. She looked really small compared to how she was before. Duval was dark plus faint stripes were a little more noticeable in the rain. It didn't take much longer for the family to reach the stream. And on both of the two sons, a raging river was moving at an insane speed. And Dupac shivered. Teaching us how to fish! Or like then sat a few tailor lengths from the river to catch his breath from the long walk. I let out a grunt. West one here. It would have been perfect to catch fish. Meowed. Then sat, letting out a sigh. Looks like we'll have to head back. If none of us can fish without getting caught in the current.
Wait.
Darkfall stopped Holly before she could get up to head back.
God. I didn't even learn to swim and stop catching fish.
Darkfall's yellow eyes were glittered with excitement. And Dumo just wanted him to shut up. Water! And we don't swim in for fun! Is he trying to drown us all? Dumo looked at his brother, fear clutching his heart. Darkpaw? In a raging river, with all dragons going about halfway across. We'll try again tomorrow. For now, we'll get back. I want you and Dupaw to start. I'll need more prey. Holly was walked back through the roof, and Darkpaw watched her leave. It seemed like disappointment. Dupaw patted the back. Why did you want to swim in that river? Dupaw asked, curious as why Darkpaw would risk his life just to go for a swim.
I think we can do it. You can always do it.
Darkpaw went to pat ahead of Dupaw, but Dupaw stopped him with his tail, placing it on Darkpaw's shoulder. If I want to fly, I can fly, Dupaw retorted. I doubt it. We're cats, not birds. Just need your willing to test it. I don't think Holly wants to lose you to a river. In Dupaw's mind, he was secretly didn't catch fish yet. Darkpaw sighed, and Dupaw put his sleeve on and Dupaw put his tail on his. Don't worry about it, I'll probably do this tomorrow or after tomorrow. The river's bound to be slightly lower soon. This rain can't last forever.
Because I'm getting a little ahead of myself.
They continued to walk by each other's side, ready for anything that came their way. Yet, like normal, there was nothing. Dupaw was first inside, glad to be finally back out of the rain, and in the warmth of his nest. Holly chuckled. This is only delaying the inevitable. Dupaw gave a snort and curled up, holding his felt with dry skin. What? Dupaw asked, chuckling. You have the thickest fur. It will weigh you down. A lot. Well, you're right, it does. But I've conditioned myself to be able to move at a normal pace, without being weighed down by a wet pelt. And then she meowed. Maybe tomorrow you can go swimming. For now, let's just rest. I'll go hunt for us. Rings outside. Dupaw heard a loud crack of thunder in the skies. Sitting up, Dupaw looked at Darkpaw, still feeling damp and wet from that. Are you Darkpaw? Dupaw asked, feeling a little weird for his brother.
Fine. I'm fine.
Darkpaw sighed. No annoyance. Dupaw just meowed. You can't lie to your own brother. I know everything about you, so you might as well. This time, Darkpaw didn't seem to argue against his brother.
Ever think Hollywood speaks too much?
Darkpaw asked Dupaw. Dupaw felt a little surprised. He never really brought up that Holly speaks of the clans a lot. Dupaw asked, "Why do you ask?" Darkpaw shrugged.
I don't know. I feel like Hollyleaf misses the clans herself.
Darkpaw meowed.
At least not yet.
Darkpaw finished. His last words sounded very dark, and Dupaw began to To admit, Holly does talk about the plans a lot. It does get very annoying, Dupont thought. She's our mother. She has to be right when she says that the plans have destroyed the Willight code themselves, right? Dupont didn't know the answer to his own doubt Hollyleaf, but he shook his head. Look, she'll send us to restore the code, and that's what we'll do, Dupont replied. And then fine. Everything will be perfect. Starpaw just shrugged and curled up. His pelt was still wet from what Dupont did. Now that he won't be able to curl up, Dupont sat and waited for a while. Holly still hadn't returned, and Dupont was itching to do something. I'll be back soon. If Holly returns, just tell her I went out. Starpaw, still awake, just running and turned his face away from Dupont. Hanging out of the den, Dupont realized the heavy rain had become more of a the sky right here and there. Shooting forward, Dupont appeared from the forest. Doing a sleepy sense in the warm clay blocked up his nose. Still not feeling that. Something a blackbird sitting screeching in response. Dupont watched the blackbird fly away, and then continued to small climbing. He liked it where he liked all around the center of the small clearing, and Dupont walked towards it. A little angry that he couldn't sit in the center like he wanted. Dupont looked into the cold water and sat and waited. I was enjoying watching the little ripples of water through the day's thoughts. Then the outer edge of his vision tried to move, found his paws rooted to the spot. Looking up, he realized he wasn't by a puddle, but a river. The river ran a cold red. He looked down on one of the streams. People could see more in this time. Before him was a lake. The body of a cat flowing down the river in blue water. The lake itself was red as well. The sky seemed to turn dark for Dupont. Look, black. He blinked. Knowing what it can mean. The vision ended. His paws were back to being gray. He realized there was nothing red around him, and let out a quiet sigh. What was that? He asked himself. Dupont was in an obsession. Anything worried about the vivid nightmare he just witnessed. He can't cut him both. Dupont thought. The only cat I know is Black Paws, Dark Paw, and Hollyleaf. I don't think will murder someone. This could be a vision of the future. Maybe it's Dark Paw. Dupont shook his head. No, it's just a dream of some sort that won't go away. Dupont looked at him for a little while longer, staring at his reflection. Before turning, by the time Dupont got back, Holly was standing outside the den. Pure green eyes rested on Dupont. It seemed Holly had finally come, and she sounded furious. Where have you been? Holly growled. She looked between Dupont's ears, showing her affection for her son. Yes, friend. Away from Holly's like, I told Darkbird to tell you when I got back. Darkbird then appeared from the den, yawning. He said, he asked, when he realized what Dupont was glaring at him. He looked at Hollyleaf. And a lot he was gonna go on if he was under pressure.
Because he left for a while, and the day he left.
Darkbird let out a slight, awkward chuckle. A low grunt before going back in the den. Darkbird sighed and looked over to Dupont.
Sorry, I didn't tell her.
He apologized. But Dupont wasn't furious at him anymore. Dupont thoughtfully and looked back towards Dupont. It's fine. I probably should have tried telling you to tell Holly. Yeah. He backed back into the den. You know, Holly was covering up a wound with some herbs. Something wrong? Dupont asked. Holly nodded. I was attacked by a rogue. That piece of Buckstone was a brute, and I managed to rip his shoulder. Holly probably running back to his mother with his tail between his legs. Dupont didn't move. He began to worry about Holly's sanity. trying to be serious? I would be serious if I was bleeding. Dupont shook his head again. How pretty normal to laugh about a little about battle afterwards, right? Dupont didn't know any of the answers deflected what questions he would have. It was just nature. Anyways, Hollyleaf continued, looking at Dupont. Are you up for some swimming tomorrow? I know you don't like water. So Hollyleaf seemed very sincere. And are you sure you can handle it? Dr. Dupont nodded. Yeah, I can handle it. I'll hate it, sure, but if I don't, it mean I might not be able to save a few lives from drowning. It's better to have the skill and not use it than not know the skill and have it in be in a situation. Hollyleaf nodded and slightly smiled. Dupont? Help me out. I know what you missed. Dupont watched her, and as she sat down and continued. Hopefully we got one of the put great use helping restore the code to the clans. You not only have to you have to learn to join the clan. Silent and sneaky to join Shadow Clan. Strong and fierce in combat to join Thunder Clan. And you must be able to swim in River Clan. Like, to protect your brother. He's getting more reckless. And I feel maybe be his downfall. You'll be here. Sure. Nodding, Dupont curled up in his nest and closed his eyes. Why did you get another dream like before? I need more information on his vision in water. I wonder if I'll have to help a cat that like that one day. Dupont muttered. Maybe from somebody who tried to murder him. Or a hunting accident of some sort? Dupont slowly shook his head. No, it was a hunting accident. That cat would have gone to the bloodied one. This must be sheer murder. It took a long time before Dupont decided not to sleep. Sitting up, he slightly padded out of the den. It was about sunset now, as the sun was casting orange glows across the entire sky. Outside, Dupont noticed without warning, and Dupont began to feel worried. He began Darpaw's scent. He began to follow it, and realized it was still fresh. He didn't leave that long ago, Dupont thought. He didn't follow the scent of his brother. Then he stopped, next to a tree. Dupont realized where Darpaw was. Saw Darpaw behind the tree, looking out towards the sunset with a smile. That's the first real smile I've seen Darpaw in a while, Dupont thought. At first, he had trouble climbing due to his small size. Dupont had to take a couple good leaps to reach the next highest branch. When he looked up, he realized Darpaw was looking at him. Not caring, Dupont continued to climb to his next to his brother.
What are you doing here? What are you doing up here?
Darpaw branch and looked towards the horizon. I could ask the same to you, Dupont replied. I got here, I saw you. That's something I hadn't seen in a while. Normally you seem depressed about something or another. Darpaw sighed.
I just had the feeling that Holy and she does to me.
Replied, his voice soft and distant.
I feel alone.
I felt a little bad for his brother. So Darpaw was right. Holly did speak to Dupont more than she spoke to Darpaw about anything. And Dupont had rarely heard what Holly for something. I'm sure it's alright, Dupont meowed. Besides, you're definitely not alone. Yeah, me. I can teach that. Darpaw let out a chuckle. Now, you should probably head back before Holly starts to worry again. And this time, not Darpaw nodded. But Dupont could held to his brother was giving him all the information. My brother. Of course, Dupont thought. What about the vision? Darpaw do something horrible?
Sorry for not having a good time for the last week. I'm still and Ray doesn't know much. I have been forcing myself to write at least something every day, maybe a paragraph or something to be contribute to the story. I have also in my online world, so I've been somewhat busy after that. I do have a few online friends, but I like them to have as many as possible. comments on the favorite the story and keep reading. Hope you like this story cat. I'm really trying hard. Chapter 3. Oh,
Chapter 3. The assignment was simple. Darko Fellow's crowded thoughts skills, however. Nagging sensation that continued to cause pelt and bite. Feeling followed was something Darko hated above all. Someone was. Black coat and hide underneath the bushes. Only the green eyes blended in. Darko knew nothing he would do was good enough. His mother was sticking around him during his assignment rather than DuPont.
relax.
Darko took a deep breath as his bright gaze caught a rabbit in his Clark fused her around his forest that his mother named Tanglewood. It was a fitting name. He lost is as easy as taking 3 steps in the wrong direction. Just more than once. Named Dupont. Darko remembered making fun of Dupont for it, but soon after, his brother had gotten back at him by pushing Darko to
Just stop following me.
Darko kept his gaze forward. I could glance in Hollyleaf's direction, even if he knew she was there.
Until I do get this assignment done. Just catch 4 pieces of the prey for night. Like on the food stores we have. Simple.
He dashed forward and went around the rabbit, its ears pricking as if it heard something. It remained still for several heartbeats. Darker feelings. He wanted this done. To learn what Hollyleaf had planned for them. Moons had passed since their last real lesson. The rain and snow hindering most of their progress. Both sides didn't help with the snow, he being buried beneath the snow during most of their hunts. Darkclaw's pellet was also too dark for the snow. Having something involving most disappeared burrowed under. Then Darkclaw getting scolded by Hollyleaf. He always seemed on edge. Every moment of every day. For something. Taking a slow and deep breath, Darkclaw got himself under control and focused on his prey. Nothing more than the stupid rabbit versus the smart cat, standing several tail lengths away, and hidden within the darkest of shadows. Darkclaw blended perfectly. Nothing could stop him now. Forward, his teeth sticking in the neck of the small creature. No struggle, no sound. There was the quietest rustle from the bushes, when Darkclaw bright green eyes had once watched him disappear. His task was complete. He felt and decided it may have been best to return home. Digging he slowly and silently turned. Once he had piled up his catch, Darkclaw sat at the opening of their little home, looking inside and sighing a bit. The place was soon going to be too small for all of them, and Duval was still growing. At least, Darkclaw hoped he was. As much as making fun, it'd be not nice to have him look down every time he stood on all 4 paws. Stepping up to the first tree at the edge of the clearing of their home, higher and higher. He liked the breeze against his fur. There was nothing he enjoyed more than a little free time that he had more than that. If only Duval was here, he thought to himself. Restore the code of the Trans. Crap. Alright, hang on. Okay, start from Darkclaw's thoughts.
He isn't.
He thought to himself. You must restore the code of the clans, Darkclaw. In silence, looked his voice began to work its way under his fur. Moving the fur along his spine to stand up. A growl rose, looking at the sun, far into the distance. How much longer until it would set? Darkclaw not wanting to think of his own mother's agenda.
What?
He announced himself, tail slowly flicking from side to side.
Don't have they lived with this code of theirs? Wasn't born into it.
Darkclaw always thought he see movement. Nothing but the sounds of couple chirps of birds singing in the far distance.
It isn't my business. I don't want to be. Don't I?
Now I thought he was beginning to beg, to fall this far into the depths of his own mind as he looked down. The growl continued to rise, rising at nothing but the sky.
It isn't my business. Why should I have to fix this disaster?
Only the sad silence greeted him. Darkclaw began to wait for Dupont and Hollyleaf to return. It hadn't taken too long either, Dupont arriving at first. The twitch of his whiskers and the prairie gates And Darkpaw lowered his head a bit. A small piece of hard detached from his family had had. They had become annoying him. Hollyleaf had given praise to Brown garden praise in a couple moons. Rarely he got the occasional purr. That would soon end after. In Holly's eyes would be that something had occurred that Darkpaw couldn't pinpoint to something specific. You'll soon be ready to be warriors. There isn't much left of you to both learn. The thoughts of Darkpaw. He looked over towards her. His body had been slightly larger than her own, barely giving a nod. Darkpaw's ears flicked his get some rest. I'll be out doing a few things and getting prepared for your final test. In the last few words, Darkpaw watched his Dewpaw almost as if his energy had never left him.
Alright.
Darkpaw slowly replied, falling after Dewpaw, not half as fast as the smaller. Heading towards his mouth bedding, Darkpaw slowly sat down and moved his paw. Dewpaw sat across from him, maybe 2 lengths away, sitting in his own bedding. He was happy.
What's with you?
Dewpaw tilted his head.
Sorry.
It's okay. What's with you? Dewpaw tilted his head, and soft light streaming in from the outside. You look off again. This isn't about Holly Pie, is it?
Exactly.
Dark replied, not entirely lying straight to Dewpaw's face. Lying to his brother felt wrong, and it was true. Cat.
I just think it would be best if we don't.
His words reached up in his throat. Pardon, a moment, Dewpaw didn't speak, as if awaiting an answer. Darkpaw didn't know how to answer the question. Now he's stuck between a rock and a hard place. He didn't have an answer to how leave this conversation with how he stopped himself. You didn't tell me anything. Dewpaw spoke again a bit more. It made little difference in his height. I am your brother, your sibling, a part of your litter. You don't know I won't tell you anything.
So that's true. You look at me ugly.
Darkpaw thought. Coming out for the longest time, or glanced in his direction before looking away.
I feel like you're judging me for something I did, but I don't know what it is. It's nothing important.
Dewpaw meowed quietly, looking down at his paws.
Bad move. He knows that's something else.
He was making had probably made him seem upset. He didn't want Dewpaw to pester him about this. There was nothing he wanted to say that would make the situation any better. Darkpaw shifted his paws and looked directly into Dewpaw's eyes.
I have a question. Best I have.
Darkpaw thought to himself. Or anything. Go ahead, Dewpaw replied. His ears perked towards Darkpaw to listen to him.
What are your thoughts on the cleanse?
Darkpaw asked. Another quiet pause that made Darkpaw fairly uncomfortable. If they don't follow the code, shouldn't be someone's responsibility to fix it? Dewpaw replied, his gaze fixated on. You're right. We should trust her. The code gets broken many times from what she has said. And I feel with her passion about it. It's Darkpaw. How hard could it really be anyways?
Depends. How many are in each class? All of them break, but from what Hollyleaf has said, then the clan is the worst.
Darkpaw responded, as he turned his gaze to
Wrong. Or if she is just using us, she tossed us to every side, but never mentioned our clan. Who are they? Hardly really mentions them, but she said that those who make it all the worse. Done told us that should send to the dark force, right?
Darkpaw shook his head slowly. Dewpaw's voice sliced his thoughts apart. Hollyleaf said there are many.
I don't think that's our problem.
Darkpaw finally released his true thoughts.
We can't fix the code. Just like we can't fix the way the river flows when it stores undergrowth during the early moods after leaping. Oh, I think the clients would heal after themselves after some time.
Hold on. We need to mute the live.
Sorry,
We have to mute the live stream for a
be right
couple
back.
seconds.
Sorry, everyone.
We'll have to pause right here until I get back. I'm going to go ahead and continue.
They get a continuation.
Yeah, to continue this chapter and chapter 4.
Well,
Bye-bye. Goodbye, every cat and every pony and everyone.
see you later.
Bye.